Hello, and thanks for joining us again on our video tour of Wheeling Pittsburgh Steel. You'll recall the last time we visited Follinsby, West Virginia, Steubenville, Ohio, and Mingo Junction, Ohio, where we saw how steel was made and hot-rolled coils were produced. Today, we're going to see what happens to those coils next. A part of those coils are sent to our customers in hot-rolled form. The majority, however, over 70%, are further processed in our facilities. We're going to visit some of those facilities today. The sites of our finishing plant are Allenport, Pennsylvania, Yorkville, Ohio, Martins Ferry, Ohio, and Canfield, Ohio. Our first stop is Allenport, Pennsylvania.
My name's Artie Harris. I'm a roller on a tandem mill. Welcome to Allenport plant of Whg Pittsburgh Steel, Allenport, Pennsylvania. We receive steel at Allenport from the 80-inch hot strip at Mingo Junction. Once the steel comes in a hot band, it goes through the pickle line where we pickle it and get it ready to oil it to roll on a tandem mill. Okay, pickling's where your iron comes in. It's what they call black iron coil. It's real rough, and whenever it goes into the pickling, what that does is they use hydrochloric acid and water, and they clean the coil so that we can run it over here, and it puts an oil coating on it also so we can run it over here on a temper mill. That's the idea of the pickling, to clean it up. We have a 4-stand tandem mill, and we cold reduce it here down to a finish size. One example, like it'll come in a hot band of 125, which is approximately 1/8 of an inch, and we'll reduce it down to 056 gauge, 054. Some of the material goes from here to the milling department where it gets annealed, and it goes to the temper mill, which is a 1-stand mill, gets a finish to it, and then it's shipped to Whg or Martins Ferry. Some of it goes to General Motors or General Electric, also other cold reduced customers we have. Some material is run full hard right off of our cold mill here. The bulk of the stuff that goes to Martins Ferry plant from Allenport is cold reduced right at the tandem mill. It does not go to the 4-high. Thank you for coming to Allenport. We hope you enjoyed your visit. We hope we shed a little bit of light on what we do here at Allenport.
Welcome to the Yorkville plant. I'm Mike Roth, a turn foreman here at Tin Line at Yorkville. We receive hot band coils in from Steubenville South from the 80-inch hot mill. They're run through the pickler, and at the pickler they use a hydrochloric acid base to wash the steel, and at the same time they side trim the steel. And after the steel comes off the pickler, it goes to the tandem mill, and the tandem mill rolls the steel down to the gauge that's ordered by the customer. Now, some of the steel that comes off the tandem mill is what they refer to as roll and ship, which is shipped directly after rolling off the tandem mill to Whg. Whg is a joint venture with Whg Pittsburgh Steel, and that's where they galvanize the steel. After the steel comes off the tandem mill, it goes to a washing procedure, and this is mainly through number 7 washer, where the rolling oils are washed off the steel. Now, after the steel is washed and dried through a series of air blow dryers, it's recoiled and sent either to the it's sent to the portable anneal floor, and the portable annealing process heats the coils up, and more or less bakes them or cooks these coils to the right temper. And now some of the steel comes off the tandem mill and goes to the continuous annealer. Continuous anneal means they weld one coil on, it goes through the furnaces on the annealing process, and it comes out the other end with the right temper. Now, there are 2 finishing mills here at Yorkville, number 8 mill and number 11 mill. They exert pressure upon the steel and give it a finish. The trimmers are high-speed trimmers, and they'll take the coil and they'll trim it to the exact width the customer has ordered. Now, once they're side trimmed, they're ready for the tin line. Now we'll take you to the tin line and show you how we make tin products here at Yorkville.
Hi, I'm Paul Conaway. I'm an employee of Whg Pit Steel's Yorkville plant. I've been employed here for 19 years. We get our coils from the number 4 trimmer. At this process at the tin line, it's our job to put the tin plate onto the coil. After we charge the coils, they come onto the line. It goes through a tension leveler. It flattens the strip. From there, we go into a cleaning section. We go through our alkali bath, into a pickle bath, and then we rinse the strip off. And at that point, it enters the plating section. Different coatings will go onto the strip. 20-pound, half-pound coating, pound coating. We do all that by setting them up in the computer. And from there, the strip goes into the plating tanks. We have tin bars that are put into the tanks. They're melted down, and from that point, it goes from the bath and is adhered to the strip. Tin bars that we use, they weigh 100 pounds apiece. It's pure, 100% pure tin. After coming out of the plating bath, we go through a series of rinse tanks, or we call them dunk tanks. It removes all the free tin and sludge off of the strip. And then it goes into what we call a melted coating tower. It'll melt the tin onto the strip and give it the bright finish that we have. Tin is used for a variety of different products. Coffee cans, cookie sheets, oil filters, gasoline cans, aerosol cans. There's all kind of stuff on the market that tin plate is used for. They use this for food cans because it will stand up to the a lot of acid that's in the food. It won't let the acid eat through the food can itself. That concludes our tour of the Yorkville plant. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Just remember, the next time you pick up an aerosol can or coffee can, possibly it came from Yorkville plant, of Whg Pit Steel.
I'm John Nagel. Welcome to Martins Ferry plant. This is where we receive the coils from Yorkville, Allenport, and Steubenville. This is where the galvanizing process begins. Our job on this end of the mill is to, we clean the front ends of the coils up, prop the ends up, make sure it's to gauge. Then we weld the coils together continuously so we don't have a stop in the line. And we also side trim the coils to meet the customer specifications. Once the steel leaves here, it goes to the cleaning process.
Hello, my name is Michael Hadukovich. I'm a tester on a 60-inch galvanized line. Once the two coils are welded together, the steel has to be cleaned. It goes through our cleaning sections. We have 2 alkali tanks, a scrubber tank, 2 acid tanks, and a rinse tank. Then it goes into our flux tank that prepares it to be galvanized. After it heads through our cleaning section, it goes through our pot area, which galvanizes the steel.
My name is John Thatcher, and I'm an operator at the 60-inch galvanizing line. Here at Martins Ferry, we have 3 galvanizing lines, the 60-inch, the 48-inch, and the 36-inch. Now the galvanizing, once it passes through the cleaning section, it then enters the ovens, where the flux is dried and the strip is preheated before entering the pot. Now the pot is a liquid bath mixture of zinc, aluminum, and lead, which is maintained at least 860 degrees Fahrenheit. Immediately exiting the pot is where the coating is applied. The coating is controlled by a combination of movements of the knives in and out, the air pressure up and down, and the line speed. The line speed ranges anywhere from 100 feet a minute to 450 feet a minute, depending on the gauge and the width of the steel. After leaving the pot, it enters the cooling tower, which travels up to 100 feet above the floor level, travels 530 feet before coming back down to the floor, which then goes to a water cooling tank where additional cooling is needed before entering the delivery section. Galvanized steel is valued because It increases the longevity of the steel. It is corrosive resistant, and it is used in many products ranging from garbage cans, refrigerators, to automobiles. It is also used in our corrugating plants for roofing, siding, and corrugated pipe. Much of our steel is sent to Beach Bottom, where it is painted and shipped out to our many corrugating plants across the country where it is made into finished products. Some of the steel that we send to Beach Bottom, where after it's painted, is then sent back here to Martins Ferry to our roof shop where we finish it ourselves and make it into roofing. I hope you enjoyed your tour through Martins Ferry, and I hope we helped you understand the galvanizing process.
Welcome to Pittsburgh Canfield Corporation, Canfield, Ohio. I'm Les Clearman, operator on the galvanizing line. We receive our steel from Allenport, Yorkville plants. It comes into our plant and we electroplate galvanize it. The process includes going through a wash system where the oils and dirts are removed. Then it is going into the plating solution, which has electroplate zinc that is being drawn onto the strip, and then it also comes out and has a phosphate and a chromic additive for rust resistance. Electricity draws the zinc to the metal. The corrosion resistant coating is added after the zinc is adhered to the strip. Some of the material is painted here, some of the material is slit here also. The products are used in automotive and appliance industries. We are currently into the steel setting for homes also. I hope you enjoyed your tour and information here at the Pittsburgh Canfield plant, and I hope to see you all again.
Well, there you have a quick tour of our finishing operations. You've heard from some of your co-workers who operate these facilities. I hope you've learned something about the company today and how we finish steel. We'll be back with another video to show you even further processing inside Wheeling Pittsburgh Steel. Thanks for listening.